Mountain number 3 is a challenging par 4. It's one of the tougher holes here on the Mountain 9. It really has challenges at every step of the way. It's a difficult tee shot. It plays long, it plays a little uphill, and it has one of the largest greens that's very difficult to putt as well. Starting here off the tee, there's a fairway bunker on the right side of the fairway here that's going to catch a lot of tee shots, and then a fairway bunker up on the left side of the fairway that's going to catch some of the players looking to bail out that direction and avoid that bunker that's on the right. So you really have to decide, you know, do you want to make sure you lay a little bit short of that left bunker? Some players may be able to go ahead and hit driver, especially into a little bit of wind or something, but you do want to be careful not to go too far to find that bunker. Longer players can negate a lot of the challenge on this tee shot by just hitting it over the right-hand bunker. But again, the fairway really narrows up in that area. That other bunker comes into play, as well as some desert area. So if you're going to try that, one, you have to be able to make sure you can clear that bunker, and two, you need to really be careful that you hit it very precise and find that fairway up ahead. So for today, we're going to hit driver. It's playing a little longer today. It's a little cool out, so I'm going to aim down the left-hand side right at that other fairway bunker. I shouldn't be able to reach it, so we'll go right at it and try to set up a good look for our second. One of the different scenarios that golfers might encounter on the golf course is called temporary water. And this is any of the, you know, ponds or puddles from rainfall, or maybe broken sprinklers or other water that's just collected for whatever reason. And a lot of times those are obvious, you know, big puddles of water and things like that. But really the rule is that if you take your stance and you can actually physically see water being pushed up from you taking your stance, then you get relief. Now, this is similar relief to many other abnormal course condition options. So you would take the nearest point of relief where you're no longer in that water, and then one additional club length from there, as long as then none of that gets you closer to the hole. You always have to make sure that you get no closer to the hole. And then you just need to stay in the same area of the golf course. So one of those areas is the general area. That includes most areas, including, you know, the fairway and the rough and the rocks and all that stuff. That's all general area. So if you're in the general area, you would need to stay in the general area. If you're in a bunker, you would need to stay in the bunker. If you're in, you know, on the putting green, you'd have to stay on the putting green. The only area you do not get this type of relief of is from inside of a penalty area. Now, I did mention that you'd have to stay in the bunker. There is a different scenario with bunkers. If we've had heavy rainfall, we might deem those as ground under repair, which is a separate rule, in which case you might get relief outside of the bunker. But if there's just a small pool of water at the bottom of the bunker, you would need to find another space within that bunker to take your drop. So next time you encounter water like that, just remember nearest point of relief plus an additional club length, no nearer to the hole, and no penalty stroke to get out of that temporary water. All right, we found the fairway here. We're in good position now to go for the green on our second shot. Again, as I mentioned, this is a really difficult green. It's very large. There's distinct levels. There's about 4 different levels, and if you don't have your distance control right, or if you find one of those other levels and have to putt from one to another, it's going to be really tricky. Now, you definitely don't want to come up short left or in that bunker on the left-hand side of the green, so definitely airing out to the right is the play, but that will make it a more challenging second putt if that pin is on the left side of the green. So definitely pay attention to the hole location, get your distance control correct, and if you have to, you know, play a little bit safer out to that right-hand side. But again, for this second shot here, you really want to pay attention to where the hole is, because it's such a large green that it can really change how you hit that second shot. So for today, we've got a hole that looks like it's about in the kind of the front right portion. Looks like they're setting that up for us just now. And about 175 yards. So with this uphill shot, I'm going to hit a 6-iron in there, see if we can't get on the green and have a good look for birdie after that. All right, well, there you have it. Played this hole really well. We played it smart off the tee. And then with that second shot, you know, a little bit fortunate to have a friendlier hole location today than normal. But again, still got to hit a good shot. We got our club selection right. And we've got a real bonus making the putt for birdie. So now we're set up in great position on this Mountain 9. And we've got to look forward to now the Mountain number 4, par 5.